was originally said to be rock formations are actually fossils of pre-flood titans and giants. And they said it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and that they were fair, and took to them wives of all they choose. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. But it's not just in our culture, it's in many other cultures, such as Hindu and the Buddhist religions, that they speak of angelic beings or the sons of God mating with the daughters of men to create such giants or titans. King James Version scriptures that we have do not state the details of these giants that lived before the flood, but a couple of those books they removed in 1888. However, in this great flood were great mudslides along with the floods. The tissues of the giants are invaded with the soil, and their bones were replaced with minerals in due time with the decay of water, drowning them. The bones turned into stone, and the body fluids turned into crystals. A titan is one that is gigantic in size and power compared to many lesser giants. Now, these petrified giants in these books that they've taken out, you must know they coincide and line in directly, if translated correctly, with the 66 books that you have in your hand, even though they may have been corrupted and tainted with knowledge and false practices. Who knows? You would have to decide within your spirit and one with yourself on what is truth and what is false. But this here is all truth. Around your earth, there are giant fossils, huge feet. Could it really be? Shows with great observation. This is given proof that few stories in these religions are true, not just our religion. As I said before, these legends are in many cultures, that giants and titans once roamed the earth, and that your flat planed earth that is enclosed in this dome was indeed flooded. To the point some people are actually living on these floating fossils of giant titans, as you see before your eyes. Dolphin Island in Italy. They call this Pizza Island, but what does it really look like? Not a. With great observation, we see that certain stories, certain rumors of legend, may in fact be truth and not legends at all. Open your eyes. What do you see here beyond that boat? The hips, the shoulders, the arm, and now the head. Don't pay attention to the water and the boats and the humans, because right before your eyes, you may see something that is considered a conspiracy, but clever sonnet versus everything. And with my questioning, I always get an answer that is very clever sonnet. It's not a conspiracy if it's true, is the best answer that you, me, or anyone can give to explain this phenomenon. Yet they say millions of years that our earth formed these magnificent structures all on their own. I won't use the language, but you know what kind of manure that is, because it's looking back at you. Think back in the 66 books that you have yourself. Your Christ said that if you would not confess the things that he was doing in front of you, he would make the rocks cry out. This is what this is explaining. The books they took out would have explained that to you, that he had the power to make Titan confess that he was the Messiah. Now, if there was a physical Messiah in the Muslim religion, they speak of him as just being a man. And it's even legends of him having children. As do not take everything that is handed to you at face value. There is a such thing called a lie yourself may treasure. These fossils, these titans, these giants are stuck mudslide in the flood, in the great story, in the book of Enoch that they have taken out, the book of giants, where they tell you that these formations that you live on may not in fact be the real planet Earth, as it was submerged, seeing that there was no water on the earth. If you have paid attention to the regular 66 books you have, the first time the earth seen water was when the flood had came, to the point that if there is still giants roaming the earth, legend has it that they are terrified of water. As the story goes, when Noah built the ark, the giants did not believe him and his close connection with the one that these religions have all given their own name to. Noah had found favor, supposedly, if this story is true. But one thing we can verify with our eye as we play on our beaches, as we climb our mountains, as the word mountain itself is defined as a monument mixed with the word Titan. Thus you have the word mountain with great observation and research, as they have rumored in this so-called woke community. The truth is hidden in plain sight. But do you have enough currency to pay attention? The people that live on these huge islands, possibly remnants of titans, deceased titans. In these books, these giants, these angelic beings who defiled and upset the one or the creators, the
male and female goddess, when they sent down their mighty powers to petrify the giants in the stories that you have been deprived from. Petrified right before your eyes. Though they cease to exist physically, it is said that your thoughts, these spirits, shall roam the earth, tormenting mankind, as further proof that the one or the two, male and goddess, does in fact exist. Though you may not know, heaven is too high, and the depths of the earth is too hard and too low, that you have been contained to not worry about it, basically, is the conclusion. That it all must have been maybe for a good reason. That you should not be so nosy to try to break this mighty, magnificent dome. That the one is the one that can only have all the might and power. But you see, these former beings challenged our creators, and thus they have been put to shame, bringing us ourselves low, that we dare not. Is this a warning? As Legat, it's like a huge dolphin, and it's named Dolphin Island. Fear. Let's have a look at these mountains from the side. Faces deceased for challenging the one. Who knew what actually transpired in those times? But we do know that rock is different from soil and earth, though it was never explained in your history class or in your school class what exactly a rock is. Because with great observation once again, and with the right knowledge, the right information, this in fact is a floating Titan head, your Khan Island. Now check this, Snake Island, where no man, no woman lives. This land is called Snake Island. There is nothing but snakes on this island, and it's shaped like a snake. Because you see, that's the head. Let me paint a better picture for you. There you go. The whole the whole island is infested with snakes everywhere you go, to the point where it's banned. You can't get on that island. That right there is the most dangerous snake in the world. One bite, it'll kill you. It's worth $30,000. People go to do stories. Did one recently. The birds fly over just to meet their death. There's a lighthouse there, but the whole island is infested with snakes. No one lives there. Snake Island. But everywhere else, you see these pictures here of petrified animals, seeing that no culture or this many cultures just coincidentally have their artworks stuck in the ground. With the flood, there were great mudslides, as in the stories, the springs from the deep, which the ocean below were shooting up, as well as rain coming from the sky for the first time to submerge these despicable, evil creatures that God himself had regret making mankind in general. Now, You won't get all of this out of your King James Version. And once again, it's not a conspiracy if it's true. A lot of things have been hidden from you, not been told in the correct manner to where you may have wanted it to accept it. Some things you can deny because you've never seen it with the eye. But this we can see. And this speaks very loud and clear. Dangerous to put this information out to the public? No, but I kind of see why. Think about it. It creates worship for the dome. Eliminates every religion. Everyone wants to focus on the dome. Could be a good thing to keep this information sealed. But just to know that when you're having a bad day and that it's spirits out here taunting you. No one's around, but this is in legend in more than one culture. Now, some of these monuments have faces. Like I said, they don't necessarily blend in with the soil. Just hard rock, human-like form, animal form creatures, as if they were trapped in a mudslide or in a flood. And it's, scientists admit that our planet may not have been 80% water the way it is now. In the story of Noah, it does say the water subsided, but there's also tree stumps, giant tree stumps that we've thought to be mountains that are also petrified, just like the giants. Check out this mountain compared to this tree stump, or this one here. All over our planet, some kind of super sword angel thing cut these mighty trees down. Now, there was one magnificent tree that we all heard of, which was at the center of our disk that we live on. But these were supposedly in the legend. They were supposedly connected to the main tree. If these many religions and rumors within communities of Aboriginal natives to those lands, and we compare these to normal tree stumps that we cut on a daily basis, I mean, we would literally have to give credit when credit is due here. That some things and some truth are stranger than fiction. Now, in the legends, that's exactly what was going on. The creators, to my knowledge, were male and female deities. A god and goddess sent down their mighty ones with their mighty swords to slice down all these trees. Now, you see this biologically. This is what these mighty tree stumps have. When people tried to say, the scientists tried to say they were volcano eruptions that formed this, but the top platforms of these, like the Devil's Tower, they don't look like lava. To the right there, that's lava. To the left, this is what we're left with. The hexagonal 8-point, just like a plant. That's the biology of a plant. which gives credit to these rumors and these legends and these stories that this definitely was a giant living organism, and it's petrified. It's a giant tree. It used to be a giant tree, and it's been put to stone as if, like out of the, like Medusa looked at it, and Medusa's made up supposedly. But these things that we've been thinking of, that we've created in our superheroes and flying men with angels and angel wings, and this stuff comes from those spirits. Your very imagination is potentially not your own, but you are all gods, the son and the daughters of a god and goddess. It's what the legends are saying.